guys, I thought I'd share a book today about yoga. The title of this book is I Can Be, and the author is Christine Sommer, and the illustrator, the person that drew the pictures, is Kurt Solopek. And this is a book about children around your age learning how to do yoga for the first time. I can caw like a crow. Caw, caw. There is a pose called the crow pose in yoga. I can buzz like a bee. Bzz. The bees will be coming out again soon. It's almost summertime. I can grow just as tall as the very tallest tree. And in this picture, the little boy is doing the tree pose. I can hiss like a snake. Hiss. And that pose is called the cobra pose. I can jump like a frog. Maybe you could try that at home today. That sounds like fun. Jumping around like a frog. Ribbit, ribbit. I can look at my paws like a downward facing dog. So that little boy is in the downward dog pose, and the little dog on the other side is in a playful position called downward dog. So we can both do that, dogs and humans. I can arch like a cat. So he's down on hands and knees and pushing his back up into the air, stretching out his spine, just like a kitty cat does. I can hug like a bear. And you can give yourself or your moms or your dads a big bear hug anytime. Those always feel good. I can fly like a butterfly, flitting through the air. That looks like a monarch butterfly, which was in one of your videos this week. I can bend down and touch your toes. I can stretch, hands up to the sky, stretching out your spine and your arms. I can balance. And this pose is called the airplane pose. It's one of my favorites. Feels like you're flying. I can be. And notice crisscross applesauce. And his eyes are closed and he's just focusing on the present moment and being where he is. That's what makes me special. And that's what makes me me. So all the little friends came back. The bee, the butterfly, the snake, the cat, the dog, the frog, and the crow. And the little boy is saying, see you later.
And the bear.
And the bear. Thanks, Carmela. He's saying, thanks for joining me. So now that we learned a couple basic poses, I was going to have you do a couple of those with me. So the first one I'd like to try, I'm going to stand up for this. My daughter Carmela is the videographer. So tree pose is supposed to be a pose that's strong and rooted. So you want to make sure you stand tall, arms down at your side to start with, shoulders back. Kind of get your grounding first and then choose a leg to stand on. And then bring the other one up to either your calf area of your leg, or you can bring it all the way up to your thigh. And then once you make it there, you can put your hands in prayer and then put them up to the ceiling. Point it up there, open up your branches, and now you're a beautiful tree. Can you try that with me? You just try to balance for a few seconds there, and then release your leg, put your hands back in prayer. And the next pose we're going to try is that airplane pose I was telling you about. So I'll turn to my side so you can see me clearly. And you want to bring your arms out like you're an airplane buzzing through the air, but we're going to slowly tilt forward on one of our legs while the other leg is balancing us. And you can pretend like you're soaring through the air, passing all the clouds and the birds. And then we'll bring that back down, shake it out a little, and we can do the other side. So we'll bring our leg up, keep the one on the ground planted there, arms out to the sides, and we're soaring through the air. Good job, everybody. Okay, the next few are on the ground, so I'm gonna move down to the first pose, which is Cobra. Cobra is pretty easy. You just want to lay on your belly and your legs are flat, your chest is touching the ground. You can even put your face down for a second and take a deep breath. Take a deep breath in and let it out. And your two hands should be beside your shoulders. And we're gonna push up, arching our back. This should feel good. If it feels like it's tight or it's like a little bit uncomfortable, you can always stay down here and just lift up your head and your neck. But if you wanna go for it, I think you guys are probably more flexible than me at this point. Push your shoulders down and you can hiss like a snake. This is the Cobra pose. And you can bring it back down. Give yourself a little rest, and then we'll do the opposite of this to bend our back the other way by doing a down dog. So we'll come up to hands and knees, and we're gonna turn our toes under so our toes are touching the carpet, and we're gonna push up into the air with our hips, and we're pushing down through our arms, and our head should be in between. You should be able to shake your head no, and nod your head yes, up and down. You should be very comfortable here. And we look like that dog just in the story, doing the down dog. And you can take your dog for a walk by lifting up your heels, alternating. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Get a nice stretch in the legs. And let's go back down to our knees. And we can sit up straight. This is called the staff pose. And then we can return back to crisscross applesauce for our last position. The last pose is called butterfly. I thought that was nice for this week since it is butterfly week. So we're gonna put our feet together. Our heels are touching. The balls of our feet are touching and our toes are touching. And you can bring your toes and your feet as close to you as possible. And then we're just gonna flap our legs. Maybe you could think about what color your wings are. Our legs are representing our wings. Maybe your wings are purple and blue. Maybe they're like a monarch, black and orange and yellow with some spots. Maybe they're yellow. Maybe they're pink, whatever you like. So we're just gonna flap our wings here, and you can hold on to your toes. You could do prayer position if you'd like to. Thank you all for joining me today. Hope you enjoyed the quick story that we read about the yoga poses, and I hope you enjoyed trying some with me. Have a wonderful day, have a great week, and we'll see you soon.